Hello and welcome to Dunkirk Primary School.
Hello, my name's Heidi Hollis and I'm head teacher at Dunkirk Primary School. We wanted to make a video for you today so that you could find out a little bit more about Dunkirk Primary School. We're really looking forward to you and your child starting with us, but we recognise at the moment you're not able to come onto our campuses. So we've done some video tours for you so that you can see the classrooms, you can see some of the resources and find out. Obviously you'll have more questions, so I hope you'll be able to join us on our virtual chats that we'll be having. Looking forward to meeting you all. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Hi everybody, my name is Miss Holly and I am the Early Years Lead Teacher at Dunkirk Primary School. I'm also the class teacher for Willow class and I cannot wait to meet you and your families. Now I'm so sorry you haven't been able to come into school. Normally we have a really good chat with each other and we show you around your classrooms, but we can't do that at the minute. So instead I've done you a tour online. So I can still show you your classroom and show you all the exciting things we've got outside so you can start planning all the amazing things you might want to do when you arrive at your new school. Now before we do that, I thought you might want to know a little bit about me first. So my name is Miss Holly, but I am married and he's called Brendan and we live together with our two sons, Quinn and Oscar. Now Quinn is 14 now, so he's a very big boy, but Oscar's only 2.5, so lots of my time at home is filled with playing games and trains and reading books and doing lots of art together. And that's all the type of things that I like to do in school as well. Now I've been at Dunkirk for many years now and I've worked in reception for lots of years, but I've also worked in Year 1 for lots of years. So I know the amazing journey we go on, where we play lots of games, we learn along the way and then we slowly get ourselves ready for that Year 1 by the end of our first year at school. So I hope you enjoy our tour today. As I said, I can't wait to meet you in person and hopefully that will be very soon. Enjoy the tour. Bye.
When you arrive at school, you'll find yourself first in a lovely cosy room, which is where we do our registration. We say good morning to each other and we talk about what we're going to be doing that day. We share lovely stories here, we sing songs, we play games, and we are here as a class. We have a lovely carpet area where we can sit down on our benches or carpet, and we've got a brilliant big TV that we can look at that I have on my little screen here, so I can share with you all the exciting things we're going to be doing that day. When we've finished as a class on the carpet, we then walk through into our main classroom, which is where we do all of our exciting activities. Come on, let's have a look. So when we first walk in, we find ourselves in our maths area. Now, maths at Dunkirk is really fun and really hands-on. We have a small table where we can work in groups on all of our exciting problem-solving activities, and we have shelves full of different maths equipment. Now, this maths equipment gets swapped and changed quite regularly, which keeps it exciting and means we can cover the whole curriculum in our year. Now over here, we also have a building area. Do we have any master builders? I bet we do. Now in this area, we've got a lovely open space which has really big blocks to build some really big buildings. We've got some lovely little ones to help us build our little small buildings. And we've even got lots of different shaped and size blocks to build with. We've got some train tracks if you wanted to do a city, some more little tiny ones there, and a big mat on the floor where you can build all of your exciting things. Now behind this area, we at the minute have got a game area. Now games are really important because it helps us make friends in the first few days. It helps us learn to take turns and to listen to each other. But also lots of our games are linked to maths, like memory things and jigsaws, working out how puzzles go together. So we've got a big round table here where you can work with your friends. We've got a couple of games on the side that you might want to choose, but we also have a lovely little area here with even more games and puzzles and jigsaws to choose from. So there's lots and lots of choices. Now this area will change throughout the year. At the minute it's our game area, but it might change to something new in a few weeks' time. Then just behind here, we've got a lovely art area, and we've got a table which again changes quite regularly. At the minute, it's got shells on here. Now this table is just to spark some imagination. So you might want to have a little go at reading the shell book we've got here. You might just want to have a go at feeling and looking at all the exciting different colours and textures we have on shells. Or you might want to have a go at drawing one. The possibilities again are endless, and this one gets swapped all the time. So it could be a dinosaur area, it could be a spaceship area, it could be a frozen area. Lots and lots of choices throughout the year. And then just behind here, we have got our craft area. Now, I love crafts, and I know lots of you will as well. Now, we've got two shelves here, one with all of our different makey bits. We've got all of our fastenings and glue and tape. We've got different tools, scissors and paintbrushes, chalks, crayons. Oh, so much to get creative with. We've got a table which we can get a bit messy on. And we've got also in this area, we always have a box full of recycling, because I know lots of you are amazing at box modelling. You come up with all sorts of ideas. I've had handbags made, I've had spaceships made, I've had big castles made. Ooh, so many ideas. And we've also got our drying rack to make sure when we make our things, it has a chance to dry before we take them home to show our family. And then just behind here, again, we've got another little pocket area which changes. And at the minute, oh, it's Harry and their bucket full of dinosaurs. Now we've got our bucket full of dinosaurs here. We've got a little dinosaur here saying roar. Oh, again, it's just a lovely little area where you can story tell with your friends. And then behind here we have our English area. Now this involves writing as well as our phonics. Now we do phonics every single day in Willow class. It helps us with our letters and our sounds, which then helps us with our reading and our writing. Again, just like our maths area, we have got a little table so we can work in small groups, and then we've got two shelves which give us lots of different resources. Our first one is full of our phonics. So games to put letters together to create words. We've got all sorts of letters and whiteboard pens, games to put words together once we've learnt some of our sounds. And then our next shelf, we've got our writing area. So we've got pencil, crayons, pens, exciting different coloured pens and pencils. We've got books to write in. We've got envelopes to send letters, clipboards, help mats. Oh, so much to get us writing. Now in September when you arrive, this area will be a mark making area because that's the start of our writing. It's very exciting and we get lots and lots of different equipment out so we can learn to make marks and draw and write with big pens and little pens, big chalks and little chalks, paint, all sorts of things. And lastly in our area, we have made a little tiny book corner. Now we've got a few little books here and only 2 little seats. So this area is for you to enjoy a book by yourself, or you can have a go at storytelling with a friend. In Willow class, we're really lucky. We have 2 different outside areas. Now the first one I'm in now is our sand area. We're now in our second outdoor area. Now you would have seen this bit first thing in the morning when your adults drop you off. It's the bit you walk through to be able to get through to your classroom. Now normally this big open space would be filled with really exciting things like climbing frames and bikes and scooters and tunnels. But sadly, because of school closure, we've had to put them all away to keep them safe. So I can't show you those bits today. But I'm still going to take you on a tour because there's lots of exciting hubs around this area. It might give you some idea of all the games you might want to play when you arrive at our amazing school. Under our canopy, we have a lovely seated area, which you might work with an adult out here on a task, or you might choose to sit here with a friend and maybe share a story or do some craft work. Next to here we have our game station. Next to here we have another building area. Now just like the one inside, we have little wooden blocks that you can build with. But outside we also have the really big Lego blocks. So you might want to build a fort or a princess tower, or you might want to have a competition with your friends of who can build the tallest tower that can stand for the longest. Next to here we have our reading den. Opposite here we have our mud kitchen. Now normally this is filled with our pots and pans and spoons and lots of exciting things to help us make potions, but at the minute I'm afraid they're all put away. But we can still see our lovely sink areas, or this decking area where you can think about what you might want to weigh and measure out to put into your potions. You've got a lovely big mud pit here where you can dig up your own ingredients to put into your potions or maybe your perfumes. Now next to here we have a lovely grassy area. Now it's a little overgrown at the minute, but if you can see, we've got a lovely track built into this lovely area. So this is normally filled with exciting cars and trucks and ambulances, and you can role play out here with your cars. Now next to here we have a lovely platform, which at the minute is empty, but we often like to build things with our crates, or we might put a tough spot out here which is filled with dinosaurs or spaceships or something really exciting to get our imagination going. Now another area I really love is in here. It's really cozy and shaded from the sun too if it's hot. It's got lots of lovely leaves and lots of lovely logs that we can sit on, so it's a gorgeous area to have a quiet chat or to maybe share a story and just have a really lovely quiet moment to yourself, because sometimes our days can get quite busy, so it's nice to take those little moments of quiet. Next to us we have our Wendy house. Now at the minute this Wendy house needs painting, and I think that might be a job for us when we get back to school. Inside we've got all of our role play things to help us act out the everyday activities that you see at home. Or if your imagination is running away, then you might turn this into a castle, or you might turn it into a spaceship. The possibilities are endless. Finally, we have a tire area, which is where we grow all of our own herbs and plants. Now these might be used in our real cooking inside, or we might use them in our mud kitchen if we're wanting to make some exciting potions or perfumes.